Welcome back, everyone, to the I Have So Many Armies, I Don't Know What to Do With Them campaign, with me, Dwarf Pete. Where in the last episode we got revenge on the Centaurs by pillaging their filthy capital. I don't even know where it is these days. Oh, actually, I think our friends Sovgelka took it. In addition to that, we at last purged every single orc out of the Serpent Spine. And I'm actually trying to look for one right now to try and prove my point. They are exceedingly rare. No, there's still one. There's one whole one left in the mountain, but the goblins will soon colonize that province, so that's an accomplishment. And actually, we could even potentially wipe out Grey Orcs. Tempting. Very tempting. But I've been looking, and this campaign is coming soon to a close. We only need 8 more holds, of which we have 4 readily available. And we can pick up another 3, maybe, leaving us probably 1 we'd need to take from the command. And or, Ruby Hold or Silver Forge. So I was looking ahead in the mission, and it requires us to get a 15 development Dames tier province. Now you might be thinking to yourself, this late in the campaign, that's a pretty difficult thing to do. So I was looking, we've got the one in the cave here, however it's dwindling, so I don't want to put development into it. Also got this one here, and I was like, oh, that looks great. Actually, I can just take the piece of land, but no. Gladeways entering the Deep Woods have dev cost of plus 100%, so that's out of the game. There is the easy answer that you could just put a mage tower on it, and maybe that'll be the backup plan, but TBD. There's also this province held by Az-Dihr, which that's mighty tempting. I have no idea how we would get there, though. Which leads me to the final option, Wispalo, the capital of Aranan. We'd have to expand inside the Empire, probably annex Argordstun for the time being. So yeah, we either push into Az-Dihr, into a filthy elf province, or we push into the Empire. Of those alternatives, I don't know which is worse. I don't really want to do either, but I do as the mission dictates. So I had said earlier that the next campaign I had settled on a kobold nation, and I said it wasn't going to be red scale, and I'm going to give the hint that it is not. It's also not blue scale or green scale that we will be playing. So I will leave that clue for today. And that'll probably get you thinking, because there's like, I think 3 other kobold nations that aren't the 3 on the coast. It's either 3 or 2, I don't remember. And so, probably the game plan for today is going to be, I think we'll go into the elves. When does our truce end with them? 67. Who? That's a 10-year truce. Well, let's just finish up this war with Goed that our allies so graciously started for us. And maybe that'll give us some thinking time. Kind of plot out our next moves. And we can state Zabazoom. Perfect name for a province. Zabazoom. And we make 300 ducats a month. I don't think they need our help for this, to be honest. I don't think anybody needs our help for this. And Saranvar has troops these days, right? So they can handle their own rebels. In 58, however, the Grey Elves will be ready to be attacked. And tell me you've made claims. You have, good boy. Good elf. On a shelf. I've gotten a whole 2 provinces taken from Goed. Yeah, I wouldn't mind just getting out of this war like right now, Bjornrik. I don't feel like doing it really. So I was thinking the best. Oh dear God. Oh dear ancestor gods. Man, you know, I had this great plan for what we were gonna do today, and now we have this problem. Alright, let's read the words. What are the words? The disease which has been ravaging the Dwarvar continues to take victims as it slowly rots away our people. Casualties skyrocket, and we are hard-pressed to care for the sick. Not to mention to dispose of the pile of corpses we find ourselves burdened with. You know, I wonder if... This is kind of a morbid correlation, but I wonder if the Serpent's Rot was created in part because of coronavirus? Like the idea of the Serpent's Rot? It was definitely made possible because of everybody having time off, but... Huh. Meta things within the Anbennar community. And so it gives us +2 unrest. Yeah, that sounds like the coronavirus. Dev cost plus 75%. Yep, definitely the coronavirus. Local goods produced. I mean, yeah. Monthly war exhaustion, gross. And all power costs and global settler increase. Oh boy. It's only gonna get worse. Irony. You know, in light of that, we're just gonna pull back our troops. No need to spend... some troops on unnecessary wars. The Serpent's Rot continues to spread. Mass graves are filled out each and every day, and our people have begun to panic, begging for our government to act. Okay, this is kind of real. I do remember. Yeah. I think we should try and find the cause of the Serpent's Rot. Rather than focusing, well... Oh, jeez. This is too real for me. Do you focus on treatment in order to stop the spread? Or do you try and find the causation to stop the spread? I think I fall into the camp of trying to find the causation. So we'll go with some kind of spell, because I think that would be a causation. And no matter what happens, we still get beautiful cavern prophets. Juicy. Juicy prophets. No matter what happens. Oh, that's my favorite part about playing a dwarf. Then this is my least favorite part about playing a dwarf, the massive costs of events. Okay, in order to not waste our efforts, we must absolutely concentrate our research in a particular area of magic. Which school of magic could breed such a spell of such power? So, let's think about this. The Serpent's Rot, if I can even find the modifier. Yes. I can't find the modifier. Doesn't give me a description of the Serpent's Rot. That's what I don't like. Although it hasn't really spread. Yeah, it's just been exploding in, Oh, look at those modifiers. Ugh. We'll get there. Okay, so let's think about this one. We can even pull up our handy-dandy mage spell guide. Actually, no, we don't have mage. Alright. Whoopsies. Alright, so as I understand it, necromancy is anything to do with the dead. So, why would a dead thing have to do with a living disease? Cross that off the list. Then we have Evocation and Enchantment. Evocation, as I understand it, is like conjuring magic into a useful form. So maybe. Enchantment is like... It is as it sounds. It's doing something to inanimate objects. So for that reason... Ooh, it's a toughie. Between Evocation and Enchantment. I think Enchantment, because you're bringing a disease where there was none before. That's my guess. This just in, coronavirus was caused by magic. Magic 19. Which might have been the year that Anbennar was released. 18 or 19. I don't... It's been too long. What I do know, though, is that it's time to go to war again. Regardless of it, there's a pandemic going around, we gotta get the borders clean. It's just that simple. Yeah, I just won't spend my troops in unnecessary wars like Goulet. Oh, and a comet. Perfect timing. This is actually the lowest our stability's been in years. Proponents or detractors of Queen Ira will probably say that it's her fault. And Cogdir has dug itself. Alright, and I'm gonna need extensive research. I need to get the... I'm trying to think of a good name for it. The DC... The Dwarf Center for Disease Control. The DCDC? Yeah, the DCDC. Alright, we need to fund the DCDC. And what do they want? A small group of mages and doctors are organizing a medical expedition to Helgrim's Mausoleum. Oh, they changed the name. But we'll need funding from us to effectively fight the disease. Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, of course you can have money. Money is the one thing we do have. And the Serpent's Rot is present in the head of our... Ew. Yeah, head of ours not making none monies. So, the Serpent Rot has ravaged Hedabar, giving it negative 150% trade power. None trade power. Negative 150% goods produced. None goods produced. Negative 150% tax. Negative 80% manpower. Wow, what is that down from? And negative +3 monthly devastation. Woof. Those are some painful modifiers. Not painful to my economy, but I think it's time we start saving up. Because as soon as that hits the rest of the place, that's gonna be bad. Okay, we can give that to Saranvar, that to Saranvar. Finally kill Teal once for all, my goodness. Batman. And should all else fail, we're restoring the rails to get the Magic 19 spread faster, of course. And so now we will officially activate the DCDC, the Dwarf Center for Disease Control. Say what you want. Anbennar gives you plenty of abilities to just truly roleplay. Although I'm not sure fighting coronavirus was on my list of things I wanted to roleplay as. But I'll allow it. And see if we can get these 2 provinces, leaving him with just 1. I could full quorum, but meh. No need. My subject will eventually get him. I'm sorry, what? Zombie hordes inertia. Did you go undead? Well, that's disconcerting. I think he went undead. Well, now we really need to kill him. Jeez. Alright. And does it show up? Yes. Oh, wow. It's spreading fast. Just as we killed off the orcs, the serpent's rot spawned. Now, the biologist among the dwarves would probably say that the orcs were a natural deterrent to the serpent's rot. To that I say, get out of here, you scientists. Doesn't matter if we have to incur a huge disease. We had to get rid of the orcs. And actually, I'm not sure if orcs in Anbennar are fungal-based, like they are in, say, Warhammer literature. Okay. After further research, it seems that this is a very powerful necromantic spell. Oh boy. Which even our best mages cannot decipher. How shall we proceed? Well, if our best mages cannot decipher it, then studying the spell doesn't make any sense. So either look for the caster or search for clues in Maikos Karak. I don't think I have Maikos Karak in my... If I do, I have no idea where it is. I know it's dwarven for a lake. Quick, frantically searching through cavern provinces, trying to find anything. Yeah, given how wide our empire is, let's just go search for clues. I know it has nothing to do with size, but that seems narratively, to me, like a better idea than trying to search the empire for someone. And here's a good question. Do you think Orlazm-Az-Dihr is going to get repaired before the Serpent's Wrath gets to it? And oh no, we deleted our forts along the road, so now we can't stop pilgrims trying to get up. Escaping the Serpent's Rot. We're still in this war with Gwed? Jeez, whew. The Northern League, wait, what? he let his magnates take over for him. Huh. And we can have a debate in assembly. How about Serpent's Rot protection? We're gonna go with the Diplo annexation one. Ooh. This is gonna take some time. Yeah. Nope. Nope. Yes. Maybe. Yes. Sounds good, sounds good. No. Yes. Yes. Oh yeah, money. My kind of guy. Admin. Yeah, of course. Sure. Sure. So autonomy, Diplo, and one more, please. Actually, given that we don't need that thing right away, we'll just leave that on the docket. Because we don't need the... I did what now? Oh, heck no. Centaurs are still giving me trouble. No, did the 5 siege leader died due to Serpent's Rot. That's not cool. I just got her, too. No, she can never lead us to victory against the command. Damnation! Despite the efforts of our best magicians, we cannot find any clues near Maikos Karak. Worse, the team sent there has succumbed to the rot. Seal the damn place! Oh. Alright, I think, well, the economy still hasn't taken a dip, so I don't think we need to impose, restrictions. Terrible. So I think we can just chill. While making sure our vassals like us. Alright, nice, and we're out of that. Awesome. Okay, so who do I want to integrate? I guess now we make the decision. Where am I going? Segdir would be the easier attack, because we would only need to, like, go through one nation. But that's a lot of dev. That's a lot of damage. Otherwise, we go through 2 nations. We could do this, this, this. It's all expensive. But I think we can get there, and then we would have a snake right into Segdir's roads. Given that Segdir... Look at this. He's got 28 infantry left, and only 53 artillery. Yeah, so I think we formulate... formulate. Oh boy. Now I'm acting like Walter White. Say we formulate some, a solution to the Serpent's Rot. I say we go after Segdir. Mostly because it's going to take a long time to integrate Hargard Snoon. But we will start that right now. And that's going to be expensive. Okay. It's going to take... Wrong one. It's going to take us until 1689. 28 years. And our economy's starting to go down. Why? Yep, it hit Gorvazenbrog. That's scary. And we can upgrade the Dwarven Rail. During a pandemic? Yeah, I'll pass. Pass for right now. Okay. Pretty soon we'll get to celebrate. The core mage has died. Suspicious? I think not. So we will get a production boy to replace him. And yes, after many years of work, Orlazm-Az-Dihr has finally been restored to its former glory. And it's still expensive as all heck. And earlier I'd said the Dames tier would be removed at some point. There you go. From the tunnel. Okay, and this is gonna be painful, but we gotta do it. It was even more painful before. There we go. So now, the road of regaining our steel-making prowess has been a long and difficult one. Yeah, no joke. We lost our province to the centaurs, but one that is progressing nicely now that we've killed the centaurs. The next step should be to construct Setsun or sky forges out in the cold mountain air at the highest reaches of our hold. We can direct the near-constant howling of the winds into the molten steppe of steelmaking, which will help oxidize and remove unwanted impurities in the metal. And now, with both ram steel and mithril production up and running, we can finally take advantage of the unique properties of both to complement each other for our army. Mithril, of course, is much lighter and stronger than ram steel, but is correspondingly much more difficult to create, as our ram cavalry is already smaller and lighter than horse-based cavalry. Are rams smaller than horses? I guess. Our troops suffer in cavalry-cavalry confrontations, mass-wise. We can fit mithril armor where strength is of more importance than other parts with ram steel to break 2 rocks with 1 swing. Oh, bravo whoever wrote this for figuring out how to get a 2 birds with 1 stone reference. Well played. I did not see that one coming. Neither did the rock that got swung with 1 swing. Alright. And are we trading in iron? We are. I wonder if this actually works. Oh, nice. Yeah, it does. Okay. And I'm not sure if I want to do the next one yet. I think in a time like this, I would rather... Oh. What? Alright, fine, I'll solve the problem. Gosh. Okay, game. I'll take out some money. Deal with it. And I'll finance extensive research. It seems that the serpent rot is not magical, but rather a natural disease. Our people are in uproar, and we must find solutions quickly, for there is no more time to waste. Burn the sick! Stop the spread! Well, only 30 years into her reign and she's already going insane. Alright. What was I doing? Oh dear God. Oh man. It seems obvious to us that the only way to effectively contain the Serpent's Rot is through the tremendous power of fire. We will not let this horror bring our nation to the knees. I've literally only got... it's only in the bottom half of the Empire. Inspect every house or burn every corpse? Burn every corpse. Totally. Whatever costs the least amount of money. Yes, and we got beautiful cavern profits. Oh my god, look at that interest. That's on 1% too. Alright. Several petitioners representing the common people, despite the monumental resources we have already committed, demand that more effort be used in fighting the Serpent's Rot. Though we have made it clear how much has already been put in place, they are adamant that more must be done. Not fast enough, do they say? Use them as test subjects. Let's invest more. Yeah. I agree. I don't want this to burn into our profits. Oh gosh. What now? The elite of our nation urges us to further fund the research effort, and to send more and more money to our magicians and researchers working hard to find a cure. How shall we respond? Fine, spend the money. Release my coffers. I want to get back to the time of economic prosperity. Ooh, perhaps just a tiny bit of a calm before the storm. That ends in 67, I see. In Iran and making the plays, they've almost completely conquered Abd al-Tangir. Perhaps they would accept a vassalization. Nope, they still wouldn't. Alright. And we are not going to fight it with fire. However, we can dispatch our armies throughout the country to try and contain the spread of the disease by burning as much land and infected as possible. We shall fight this evil through fire and pain. And the province gets parched with fire. Which presumably gets rid of the, You know what? We can do this. We can burn a province just for science. Where is the Eastern Reach? Eastern Reach. Sure. What's the thing? Fine. Fight it with fire. Yes, Digger's Road. So, you can see it has the modifier, and I'm pretty sure if you fight it with fire... No, actually... it probably just slows down the spread or something. Like, you could go to provinces already infected with it. Which, actually... that seems like an amazing idea. If we could, like, burn the rest of this road up so they couldn't come? Sure. Yeah, let's just set this in... let's just put lava. Alright. Nope. Do not burn Gorvazenbrog. Dwarves 26, of course. Burn it. Dwarves 25, burn it. Dwarves-Az-Dihr, do not burn it. Let's just call every army. We will burn every single province we have to. Cooperative research, you say? Oh my goodness. More money. Tell me they're loyal. No, they're not. There's not a way to get them down either. Crap. Our actions do not seem to have been in vain, and the spread of this terrible evil seems to have slowed down. Does it? Yeah? Yeah, with fire. Should we continue on this path or use more experimental means? Let's try to spread some powder. Maybe gunpowder to help burn quicker. Let's just try and spread it. See what happens. And cracked him for holy crap. Good news reaches us for once. Indeed. Grektim for is now a level 8 deep hold, having successfully gone up to 11,150 development cost. Holy crap. This hold is so deep that a person could spend their entire life exploring its depths, and upon their deathbed there would still be even more left to discover. And it's not even like possible for me to keep digging it. Okay, Operation Burn is a go. Oh, nice. Segdir did it. Segdir. My boy. Segdir wants 30 sailors. Okay. And I think that's the end of the Serpent's Rot. Given that Segdir just spread it... Or did he not spread it to me? No, he spread it to me. Okay, well. Cool, that is that. We unfortunately spent all that money just for Segdir to take the credit. We will pay him back by conquering him next episode. As always, this is a good time for a break. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more.